that. Yeah, most fun.
Hi everyone. If you are new here, my name is Pinky Nathandum Tiani. I'm a South African, but now I live in Austria. If you are returning subbies, you already know that. Well, I hope you do. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. From Empangeni to Austria. Oh my God, what a journey it has been. Not an easy one, not easy at all, but I'm a proof that it is possible. I love the fact that I got to share with you guys on this channel, hopefully to inspire you on your own journey, help you with some resources and information, or maybe you're just curious what life is abroad. So if that is something that you interest you, please hit that subscribe button and become part of this community. So a little bit about myself. I was born and raised in Empangeni. Shout out to a small village called Kwadlangezwa. I'm a mother of two beautiful girls, Luyanda and Tabiseng. We all live in Austria with my fiancé. His name is Fritz, who is an Austrian. Turn on that notification because I'll be introducing you guys to my family in the next video, okay? I was thinking about doing a story how my fiancé and I met. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment below. So, I live in Durban for a long time and I'm actually an electrician by profession. A lady in STEM, honey, okay. And I also, I'm a model. I've modeled for like several years. To fast forward, and I met my now fiancé, and here we find ourselves. It has been an amazing journey. Oh my God, super amazing. In this video, I want to share some of the things I did to prepare to move here. Documents I needed and life so far. So grab a coffee and let's get to it. It is so cold in Austria right now. I'm also having a cacao here. Well, I have some tablets here. I wrote down some notes because I just want to get straight to the points, because also I'm trying to avoid to make a longer video. Now, let's talk about the documents I needed for my 1 year permit. I just want to preface this by saying it is so important to start collecting these documents in advance because some of them might take time to get. I already knew I wanted to move here in Austria, so I started collecting my documents a year before my move. So I'll just say prepare, okay? It is also a costly process and I will do my best to let you know how much I've spent as I go through each document. So, the official language of Austria is German. And as a South African, although we have 11 official languages, German is not one of them. So I knew that I had to start preparing to learn German. I started a little bit of familiarizing myself on Duolingo and Babbel. That came handy because it's the apps that I had on my phone, so I had an easy access in terms of learning the basics. Initially, I was coming in and out of Austria with a 3 months visa. And whenever I was here, I would take official classes. First, I did A1.1, then I was home in South Africa for like 3 months. And when I came back, I continued with my A1.2. Then once I had A1.2, I could use that alongside with the documents that I will speak about later to apply for my 1 year permit. That will allow me to stay here for the year without having to go back and forth to South Africa. And then I did a 1.2 to apply for my 2 year permit. I'll say all of this to say you need to start learning the language of whatever country you are looking to move to, because it helps in your day-to-day life and also says that authorities that you are serious about integrating into the country. I think that's really very, very, very important. That step was going to the osterich.gov.at. That's the website, and I downloaded the application form. Then I made copies, filled it, and I made sure that all the information they required was filled in. The handy thing is that the application form also has the checklist, so you are able to make sure that all the documents you need or I'm about to list you have. The second document is your passport. If you're a South African, you need to make sure that you apply your passport well in advance. If you don't have a passport already, but in this time and day, I think everyone has passport, because the waiting time has shortened at Home Affairs. So just do it in advance anyways, because you know how the system works, okay? We all know how the system works. You have to be actually to have documents than copies. So you rather be safe than sorry. The next document is the language certificate. In my case, it was my German A1. You can do this in your own country via a local institution like Gunther or online. You just have to make sure that it's a reputable institution that will give you a certificate, because that is very important in terms of submitting to the authorities as part of your application. I paid my A1.1 330 euro for my A1, and for A1.2 also 330 euro. So as I said, it can get costly, but it's an investment worth making. The next document, it was the police report. Yeah, you do it in your own country. Obviously, I did mine in South Africa. It's the report written about your records to assist with the identification accessed by those who need your information. That one, I think that was the cheapest document I had. That one was 300 rand. The next document is the resident rights document. The document basically proves that you have a place to stay. So you have to print it and submit it to your landlord for them to sign on your behalf or as a witness. It is super important because it's proof that you have a shelter while you are living in Austria. So make sure that you get that info and the form to your landlord on time. And the info pass, which was my fiance's details, his banking details. Actually, like initially, it was his financial details, basically to check whether he has enough money to take care of my stay or not. That was 400 euro. 40 euro. Sorry about that. 40 euro. The next document is the declaration of liability. This form basically assigns liability to, in my case, my fiancé. It stipulates that he will be liable for my accommodation and subsistence because of the legal nature of the form. It does have to be signed by the notary or domestic courts. So a court in a country that you are moving to, not in your land country like South Africa, no. That costed 300 euro. Yes, that costed 300 euro. You also need a letter proving that you have a healthy insurance. So you need to spend some time finding a health insurance provider that will be suitable for you and sign up with them. And then they will issue a letter as proof that you actually are a member. You are a member and you have a medical insurance. They do have some pre-selected health insurance providers that have the minimum standards for your cover to be acceptable by Austrian government standards. That was also a costly one. That one was 300 euro per month. So mine was 11 months. So I had to pay 300 euro for 11 months, which is close to 4,000 or more or less 4,000 euro. Over and above the documents, you also need to take your ID photos with you. Those need to be taken not later than 3 months, guys. So they need to be pretty recent. In my case, I had pictures at home lying around, so I tried to use some, and they had to send me back to make the new one. So to avoid the back and forth, just take recent pictures with, because they do check and you cannot trick them. And on the form, they had exactly the size of the pictures that they want. So don't trick them. It's not going to work. You also need to pay an application fee. In my case, when I applied, it was 180 euro. Once all the documents have been collected, you are ready to submit. At some point when you feel like you are nearly to an end, getting all of your documents, you should then book an appointment online. You just go into the same website, austrian.gov.at. Pick a date and the time that is suitable for you. I will definitely make sure that I have most of my documents before, so that I don't have to reschedule or anything like that. I went to my appointment and submitted all my documentation. It was a pretty efficient process. You will be in and out less than 30 minutes. They will take your documents, take your fingerprints, then you have to pay for the application fee. It was €180. Then you go home and wait. You just wait. In my case, I waited for like a month. Then I received a notification saying that my application has been processed. And then went back to collect the payments. Again, you guys, you have to go into the office at the time they were predetermined. So you basically have an appointment for the collection as well. That is, guys, that is how I applied for my 1-year permits and all the documents I had to submit. I hope this video is helpful for you. Please do not hesitate to leave any questions in the comment section below. Also, if you have any experience with immigration, share below as well. Like I said earlier, I will be doing a video with my fiancé, so look out for that one. It is coming next Thursday. In fact, just turn on that notification button so that YouTube remind you. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I will see you on my next one. It's a wrap.
Yeah, and she was not only waiting, her sister tried to calm her down, but it didn't work out, and she slapped her sister. She slapped her sister.